Hello and welcome back to another doujinshi review from White Album 2. Now today's doujinshi is particularly interesting. I feel like I say that a lot, but that's just because there are so many artists that are so creative. So before I get into the synopsis, let's go ahead and take a look. So if you're a little bit confused, good, because there are a lot of non-canon characters in this book. So this is a doujinshi which occurs right before Coda. So between the closing chapter and Coda, this part is occurring, which is kind of interesting to be able to see it. I think that's fun. So, looking in, basically what this doujin is about, and by the way, it is long. This is a very long doujinshi. The author here, Maribu Pain, 1028, is known for having some of the longest doujinshis in the White Album circles in general. So what this book is, it's the first in a series of 4. And this series is a group of friends playing through White Album 2, which is super, super cool. So this is 2 of the friends here on the first page just talking about, oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's the season of White Album. And we all know what that means. And this is the 3rd friend here. So they're gonna all get together and play some White Album together. So just talking about basically how, yep, it's snowing. We really should play through White Album. It'll be fun. We need to get the new endings. And then here we go. So just them discussing basically how should we start the game, what should we do? And then the man here gives the optimal routes. He says these are the order in which you should get the routes, which is kind of fun to check out just to see how you've played it through. So first here we have Setsuna Normal. Then he recommends playing through Kazusa Normal. And then it is the extra episode. Then do Kazusa True and then Setsuna True. And I have seen this order listed in a lot of other recommendations on websites and forums. So might be something to think about if you're looking to play through some of the endings. So then they get ready to go ahead and play through. It's neat. It's a really neat concept. A group of friends being able to go ahead and play through. So this girl's favorite is Setsuna here. This guy's favorite here is Kazusa. And then this girl likes Haruki. So yeah, and then it's just them going ahead and playing through. It's really neat. It's really cute. I love the idea of kind of writing possibly yourself and your friends into a doujin, and then just kind of, if you can tell that they even have the text box kind of like in the game as the game goes, and screenshots kind of like this, and then that's her with her little controller there, and Setsuna asking if they should go to Europe together, and then finally meeting Kazusa again. And her friends tease her for having a face. She's like, oh, I didn't know I made that kind of face. Which I think is how all of us feel when we're playing through this game. At least I do. Half the time I'm crying or yelling, so. But yeah, overall, so, I mean, that's the whole premise of the story. We'll take a look at some of the other art in it just for fun, because it's very cute. They have a lot of the, like the little not fully drawn out art, the cutesy sketch kind of art in it, which I love. I feel like it expresses a lot of emotion really well. And it does have like all of the characters from White Album 2. We got Tomoyoko talking through to Kazusa. And as it goes along, you'll hear some of their own opinions on what is going on, which is really neat. It's a neat way for the artist to kind of express their opinions or the opinions of their friends or the fandom. It's a cute way to be able to cover the main story of the game, but also throw in your own opinions. So it's kind of a half and half here, which is pretty neat. The style is very consistent. It's almost this chibi-like style, the small body, bigger head kind of art style. It is very cute. And I think they do it well here with all the characters. I think choosing a simpler style is kind of what allowed them to make such a ridiculously long doujin. This is so long. But they did it really well. We've got Tomo here. Kazusa. Yeah. They do the emotions well, too, within the game. Because, of course, they're just showing what happens. But a lot of the emotional impact from this doujin actually comes from their reviews and their reactions to what's going on. Which I think is a neat way to be doing things. It also lets them fit a lot more text in than you would if it was a normal doujinshi where you just have a few speech bubbles. Doing it with kind of like screenshots from the game, although none of these are taken directly from the game. These are all hand-drawn, but it allows them to tell a lot more of the story. So we're going through, and it's coming up to the part really where Haruki kind of meets with Kazusa. And of course, this is pre-Coda, so nothing is like set yet. But then he finally does meet Kazusa for the first time, and she starts crying, and you can see her face. She's very sad. So she's crying, and it gives you options, you know, holding her or letting her go. Whether he wants to tell Kazusa if he loves Setsuna or no, it's Kazusa. And in the end, what this girl chooses to do is to tell the truth and to say, I love Setsuna. I mean, he loves them both, but to not say that option would be lying. And then she's crying, saying, I'm so sorry, Kazusa. That's how I feel every time I play through the game. Very relatable, very cute to see how others play it in doujinshi form. It's an extremely, extremely cool concept, and as I said, this is the first book in the series of this Friends Playing Through White Album series. They do cover the different endings in Coda. So very cool. This came out in 2018. The author here is Maribu Payne, 1028. You can find them through Pixiv. And that is the end. So, thanks so much for joining me on this very interesting and very long doujinshi review. I will have the other books up later on, as well as more doujinshi reviews from White Album 2. So, I hope to see you then, and until then, I hope you take care. See you!